what we're doing right now, and I would say that it's not to exceed that.
Right.
We believe, and I have our purchasing agent looking at pricing now, because we believe that same or similar products we can do better. But I would like to be able to go ahead and price it out. And I'm saying, you know, buying in bulk, we from the nursing home have different contacts, and we can work through other agencies and perhaps get a better price. But this is being presented, so we will be. What they have directed us to do is we can probably do better by 10%, because we'll be going directly to the companies versus having the design people working on that.
Now, are we talking about two different things? One that I agree with what you're just saying, but I thought that was in a separate budget, maybe for officers and not residence rooms?
No, what I received today, or yesterday by email, was bedspreads,
Yep,
clocks,
yep,
waste baskets,
yep.
Window
Lamps?
treatments?
with
Lamp?
lamps. No, that's not window, it's window treatments is something else. Lamps, a couple of other, some cork board types of things, minimal numbers, but again, they were presented to us with their what they would be, they would price it out as.
Okay. So this is from TMD Designs?
That's correct.
So they're changing, okay.
They have identified what we can go after and try to get a better price.
Okay, so you want to hold off?
I would like to go off. I mean, I'd like to wait for another week or two.
Okay.
Just so that we can verify, and I could be very happy to get back to Maria on that issue.
That's great.
Because I think we can certainly, even though
I
she's given
thought
us
so
the
too,
guidance.
but-
Yeah, she's given us the guidance, and I think the quality and what have you, but we think that we can.
Okay, great.
Locally, too.
Yep. We're trying to do this for the benefit of the taxpayers as well as businesses in Carroll County. When we do direct things, it tends to be a hassle, to be honest with you. We want to do the artwork in Carroll County. Well, how do you organize that? And people are saying, well, the people that are artists in Carroll County, they don't do the large dimensional artwork like we need for the big walls in the new nursing home. So who organizes that? And we have to pay more for it. You try to do the best you can and try to get everything within Carroll County, but somebody has to do it. Somebody has to volunteer to do it. And that's why we pay the consultants, because they can buy bulk too. They know what is needed in the Alzheimer's wings versus the ordinary people that are in the nursing home that perhaps more on the second floor than the first floor. But
I think the reason why we feel comfortable in doing this is that they're rather nondescript. You know, as long as the bathrooms meet the qualifications for what we'd be looking at, we can shop around in a color and will be durable, et cetera, et cetera.
and fireproof bedspreads and those kinds of things.
Can we hold on that question, because as I told you, I had a conversation regarding that. Now, do blankets also have to be fireproof?
Well, they have to be durable to go through the heavy washing cycles, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm going to ask you to please call this lady and confer with her as to, I mean, this is a group who are making 103 blankets. And she told me a rainbow of colors, and when I told her it had to be color coordinated or it had to be fireproof,
I'd certainly, my only concern, and everyone has wonderful ideas, and groups have donated lovely things to us and the residents. The concern is that they have to stand the test of time. And, for the residents, the bedspreads may go into the washer a lot more often than we would in our normal hospital. And I just would like to make sure that we're able to,
and I would like them to feel comfortable if they're going to go ahead with this project, which is very time consuming.
We certainly would invite them in to speak with us.
Please.
Sandy, do many of the residents bring in their own things?
Some do, yes. But, you know, when we're talking about lamps, we're talking about clocks, we have to assure, as a part of the state regs, that every room is equipped with this. So, you know, that's the reason why we go through these scenarios. Not everyone has a clock.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're certainly not asking them to bring their own in. We are asked to equip
There's certain things that
with
we
a
need to
chair, a
provide.
bed, a bedside table, you know, those kind of things.
Okay, Dana, you have a question?
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's any more information on Commissioner Kane's $50,000 tax.
Oh, I did in front of me.
Okay.
Okay.
I know the other two commissioners weren't sure where it came from.
I,
No idea.
I have it in my paperwork, I have it at home.
Okay.
okay, is there any, I guess we'll, minutes. Where are we stand on our minutes?
I want to do the name change. Let's see if I have it
The
here.
name change?
Yeah.
Do
Do you have any
grammar correction? Just
on,
a few.
on the name change?
Rather than go through them, I'll just say that there are just some words are, the nursing home, for example, should be two words, not one word. There are some problems with tense and punctuation. So I've written them all out. It's not big, it's not very many.
Are you, gonna make a motion to accept the minutes?
Yeah, I make a motion to accept the minutes of the renaming of the nursing home.
Okay,
With corrections.
with correction,
Yeah,
I'll
make it
second it.
correct.
And that is strictly for the hearing on the name change of the nursing home, correct?
Yeah.
All those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and so voted.
The minutes from last week, I'm going to do it next week, because I see the layout didn't came okay, and I think a couple questions from Commissioner Solomon is in it, so I don't know what happened.
You
Yeah,
want to table
the way
it
you
till next
print
week?
Yes.
Okay.
I have something here about the county seal.
Yes, go ahead.
We have a request from the University of New Hampshire Cooperative Extension to use the county seal, that's this behind us, in their, the seal on our website would be used as a direct link to Carroll County's website. Currently, we are using the seal on programs that are directly tied to county government. For example, I'm working with Mountain View Nursing Home on food safety program. We use the seal on the flyer promoting the program. Seems like rational that we could have use of that strictly for the things that they do within the county.
Okay.
So I move to allow them to use the county seal in that manner.
Okay. I'll second it. Any further discussion on it? Hearing or seeing none, all those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so voted then. Anything else we need to bring up today?
Up to date.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we in public input?
Yes, we're in public input.
This is a recording. The website is not family friendly. It's not user friendly. The website, when will that be updated? When do we see changes? We have been months and months.
Ed, you have been working with Robin Reed, and
Ritual ceremony.
where are we?
The last communication we had was to get 2 more estimates,
It's,
just to show the public that, you know, the comparison, and other than that, we're in a holding pattern, I'm assuming, from that point.
From my understanding, Brookville is now using virtual town.
Last night, they voted yes to use virtual town hall as the website provider.
and that's the one that we're looking at also.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And I will hope that the minutes meetings will be posted and people will be able to find them as well as agendas. The beginning of this meeting, did you approve the minutes of what meeting?
We didn't at the beginning.
We didn't approve anything.
We just did it.
We just approved minutes of
The
the
name,
hearing for the change of the nursing home
Okay.
name.
I would like to make a few suggestions about the minutes. I have a copy, it doesn't say draft minutes on them, but I have a copy of minutes of May 18th, 2011. I find them to be very difficult to follow.
We haven't done it.
I would like to suggest that when we do minutes, maybe we follow the agenda so that there's some sense of who's talking about what and when. I'd also like to suggest that when we name people, we use their first and last names. I would like to suggest that when we say things like, when we mention people who are not our commissioners and not necessarily the citizens who are speaking during public input, that we identify who those people are and what their role is.
Are you talking like department heads that come in, or are you talking about the general public?
Or just for example, Nursing Home Week was a great success. Bob Murray with colons, we are set up for recycling.
Okay. You don't know who Bob Murray
It's
is?
very confusing to me. When we talk about things like we're set up for recycling cardboard, in the new home we'll go to mixed recycling. We're mentioning that because it's a change in policy, it's a change in contracts. What's the implication? Why are we mentioning that?
I guess the question came up from somebody from the general public saying, why aren't we recycling more?
And it didn't appear to be in public input, but then again, I don't understand, I can't follow. When there's a statement that says Commissioner Kenny attended a meeting in Whitefield, but it doesn't illustrate what meeting that was or why it's in the minutes.
Okay.
I have to say that minutes are for the sake of history, and the minutes, and I know there's an incredible learning curve, but these minutes, if they were read by the general public, they don't really say what happened. Again, I give you credit for having minutes that are far superior to the minutes that were kept 8 years ago, which said nothing. I do think it would help immensely if they followed the agenda, so you knew
Okay.
who was talking about what. And I can't leave it without saying what I have said very many times before, that no minutes, especially public record, should ever be put anywhere without there being the name of a recorder or the secretary or the clerk, so that you know where you can go when you have an issue. Again, recognizing that this is a new person doing minutes, but perhaps I felt like April did exceptionally good minutes, and maybe that same sort of format could be used, so that we're talking now about nursing home, we're talking now about this is public input. These, you know, Will DeWitt talks about Farm Day is July 30th. Was that a change of date? Were we talking about Farm Day at one point being in August?
Oh, no.
Fertilizing is done in the fields, receives $300 for pig project. And then groundwater testing was done. That's wonderful to say groundwater testing was done. Groundwater testing, is that done at once a year, once every 5 years, 6 months? Was there a result from groundwater testing? Again, I feel like the minutes need to be much, the structure needs to change.
Okay.
Thank you.
Point well taken. Anybody else? Public input? Yes, Jim?
At the last meeting, you said that the previous minute taker had a problem with the clerk.
I don't want to get into that.
Okay.
We have a new minute taker, and hopefully she's taken some advice. Hopefully we can keep her for a while.
The layout didn't came out good from May 18th, that's why I will do it next week.